Hi there, when we're back for March, and now we're going to do March 2nd through the 8th. But this time, what I'm going to do, I'm going to try and lay out one card for each of the zodiac signs, and we'll see what happens, okay? So, I'm using my little Hanson Roberts, just because they're little, and I could get them on the table with maybe 12 of them. All right. Okay, hang on just a minute. Once again, not reading the upside downs. All right. And a final shuffle. All right. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Hang on. 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So let's see what we can do. See if I can remember the signs of the zodiac. Okay, for Pisces, what I have to say for Pisces is, hang on. This could be a bumpy road, but it looks like things are going to start happening, and they're going to happening quickly. All right, so just hold on. All right, that's really good. It's also about creativity. All right, and then comes Aries. And Aries, in typical fashion, looks to me like, well, they might have a little bit of a brouhaha going, but they seem to enjoy it. So this might be something that they've been kind of working themselves up to, and it finally comes to a head, and they're like, okay, great, I get to clear the air, and everything's going to be fine. And it kind of will be fine because it's a 7. And I know a lot of people read it differently, but when I get a 7 in there, one of the things about it is there's going to be something spiritual or um, very sensitive that they come out with, which is a little hard for an Aries. But anyway, it just looks to me like it's going to be ultimately to their advantage. But they do look like they're defending themselves, and maybe they haven't for a while. Hard to believe with an Aries, but they're standing up for themselves now, and this is a good thing. All right. So what comes after Aries? And then we have, geez, after Aries, then we're going to Taurus. Yeah, Taurus. Interesting. Okay, a little bit of a concept here. It looks like the Taurus is very comfortable with what they've been doing, and they're kind of like hanging in there. Um, they like things the way they set them up, and they're comfortable with them staying that way. But I see something on the horizon. It's like maybe going to upset the apple cart a little bit, but it might be for a better purpose. It appears to have to do with commerce. So those of you that are very um, set in your careers and all, it looks like something comes in to shake things up a little bit. And it's not a bad thing at all. It might be very pleasant after all of that. Okay? Okay. Then I have my Geminis. All right? Now, I happen to love Geminis, but I also believe that Geminis are put on this earth to make the rest of us crazy. Okay? So, what you're getting is the karma card. And that means if you've been really good, you're going to get some great stuff coming. But if you haven't, you might have to pay the piper. But I kind of think this is a better thing, okay? This may be that after you've been putting up with all of the hard times and everything, the gears start click, click, click and falling into place, all right? So it's a wheel of fortune. Not really the wheel of misfortune, but the wheel of fortune, okay? All right. Okay, so that leads me to the Cancerian card. Interesting. Okay, what I have for the Cancer is the King of Swords. And this can sometimes have to do, well, right now it has a lot to do with politics and stuff, but it looks to me as though um, somebody stands up for what is right, and the Cancerian person benefits from that. All right, so this will be to your favor. It's like somebody steps up and says the truth, and that kind of alleviates a lot of the pain that you've been feeling lately. Okay, so this is a good card for the Cancer. It's a little tougher for the air sign that stands up for you, but just know that. Okay, all right, what do we got after Cancer? We got Leo. Good girl, Leo. This is a Leo female showed on this one, but can apply to a Leo male as well. What I'm seeing is that they are acting on the subtle nuances of how to increase their career and increase their income. This I see as someone who's enjoying their garden and how they've managed to thrive and enhance their income, right? So this is really starting to manifest this coming week. Okay, so this is a great card for that. But it's one that the Leo needs to give themselves credit for. It's nobody gave them this. They worked hard for it and they're kicking back and appreciating. So may even be time for them to spend a little of that money and go on a vacation because it feels like they've been working so hard they haven't taken time off. Okay, so that was Leo. After Leo comes Virgo. Okay, so much the tender-hearted one. Virgos always seem to like have their stuff together, but everybody forgets that they're actually very, very tender-hearted. So those of us that are dealing with Virgos have to remember to be mindful of our words, and that's what this is. This is a Virgo who's been put through a lot of tough times, and it has to do sometimes with the vocabulary, the word, the dialogue that has been used for them. They will answer the call if you need them, but they also need to be supported in return, okay? They're not always that big, strong person that you see them to be, that they're very tender and vulnerable, okay? So let's band together and take care of our Virgos this week, okay? Then what do we see? Then we have our Libras. Here we go. We've got a little Queen of Rods right here. And for a Libra, Libra is ruled by Venus, and this is about maybe this week she gets to enjoy all the beautiful things um, that the arts can bring, because there's even a little Leo that's down here in the bottom, both the kitten Leo and the lion Leo. So this is time for the Libra to go out and run around with their friends, and hopefully they have a few Leo friends. All right, so it's time to hit the streets, enjoy yourself, have a good time. Okay, and go get a manicure and a pedicure or something, because it looks like it's time to kind of baby yourself a little bit. Okay, so much for Libra. And what do we have after Libra? Then we have Scorpio. Ta-da! All right, Scorpio, 6 Pentacles. This is about, it's time for people to start paying you back. You've been good-hearted, you've been loaning people, but now they need to cough it up, otherwise cut them off. All right, Scorpios are good at that, but that's what this says. You've been fair enough. It's okay. Ask for your money back, and just remember who paid you and who didn't, okay? But money is due you, and it looks like it will be coming. All right, Scorpio, then we have Sagittarian. Who did I miss? Oh, I know. Okay, Sagittarian, here we go. This is about, oh, that's interesting. Okay. Time to take care of your health this time for the Sagittarian. And that's what I'm seeing here. You've been under too much stress. Feels like your blood pressure is going up, and there's little things that are kind of like driving you nuts. It might not be anything major, but it's like little tiny things. Now is the time to take care of them. You take care of them now, and you'll be feeling great when something big comes up and you need to be expending more energy for it. But that's what I'm seeing right here. And it feels like blood pressure is going up too much. So just remember, if you've got headaches or something, it might be time to start checking on your blood pressure. All right? So that's Sagittarian. And they're always like, they like to be free flowing and running around doing fun things. So you need to take care of your health this week so that you'll be free, looks like next month, to do the running around. Okay, so that was Sag, and I want to go to Capricorn. Oh, a little Capricorn. Okay, I've got the 5 of Cups here, which means there's a disappointment. But what I want to say is, don't just focus on the disappointments, because this is like you want to cry because it just didn't turn out the way you thought it was going to. but we've still got a couple of really good cups that are up there that you haven't checked out yet. All right. So please, little Capricorn, know that we love you and that things are going to get better. Really. It's just going to take a little bit of time, and then here we go. Oh, it also looks like, huh, it looks like going to a coastline somewhere where there may be, what are those things? Lighthouses, okay? So it might be time for you to start thinking about different things and maybe going on vacation to a place that's historical, okay? Now, I love Capricorns, but I have to tell you, they are very vulnerable. We have to be careful with them. They they're slow to trust sometimes, but if you take your time and prove to them that you really good-hearted, they're right there. They're wonderful friends. Okay. Wonderful nephews too. Love you, baby. Okay. And then what do we have after that? We have I the Aquarius card. Okay. A card for the Aquarius. This is telling me it's okay now, Aquarians, for you to let go. There are things that you're no longer going to want to keep in your life. And it looks like this week there's going to be opportunities for you to set things free. If it is that you only go into your other bedroom and you go through and empty out 2 drawers that have been stockpiling all of your crap for God knows how long, do that, because this is telling me you don't want to be judged by what's left in your closet, okay? Just go through, and it's like, if you don't love it, get rid of it. Set yourself free. This is freedom from what was and what other people expected of you. Um, and this reminds me of a person that I know that their house is full of everybody else's stuff because other people would bring stuff to them and it was too good to give away or throw away, so they kept keeping them. You don't have to anymore. Go ahead, recycle it, take it to the House of Ruth, whatever it is that you need to do. And in the process, you're setting your own self free. Okay, so that was the first, and I hope you enjoyed your little horoscope for this coming week. All right, so love and kisses, and you guys take care of yourselves. I'll see you next week.